Okay, I'm re-recording somewhere around here because I wasn't really. I don't know. I kind of, in the middle of all of that, I was doing a bunch of stuff here, and I just didn't really like
You're
how it
here
went.
to slay her.
Since it's
It
already happened.
hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just
Oh,
met
but
for
you
the
were.
first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
I guess. All
That's
right.
fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
That is a way of looking at it.
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Threat. Let's assume I'm telling the truth. Excuse me.
Those are
Let's
two
ask some
very
questions.
different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Hmm.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Okay.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Well, not exactly.
We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her.
Yeah.
And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations, you've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Why does that matter?
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
I mean, who cares? Princess dead.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yeah.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Let's see where you're going with this thought.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
It doesn't matter because we didn't fail.
Ugh, enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but nothing the narrator said has mattered.
I couldn't agree more. The
Mm.
cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
All right. Let's
Just be
talk about the
quick
princess
about
first.
it.
How should we get it? How could someone like that end the world? Uh, well, actually, yeah, this too. To quote you from last time, she's just a princess, but she's trying to sweep me to death with her bare hands.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
That's easier said than done. We killed each other last time. How do I make sure that doesn't happen
Like
again?
I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Hmm. I feel like talking to her wasn't really the issue. I feel like you were just running interference.
Oh, this is maddening. Why do you keep asking questions?
You shut up.
There's nothing wrong with getting the full picture of what's going on here.
Yeah,
Sure
exactly.
there is. It's wasting time and energy that would be better spent fighting.
I have plenty of energy. This isn't really wasting a whole lot of energy. Time, sure, but I don't care. You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Let me see if Stubborn reacts again.
What else would we even need to know? We've got all the reason we need for a rematch.
Debatable.
Exactly. The less you know about her, the better.
Who locked her in that basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
No, I think you're undercomplicating things. Or oversimplifying. Yeah, that. Why couldn't the people slayer?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
It's a lot to put on one person's shoulders.
Oh, I didn't know we were special. Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Oh, both of you.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
Shenanigans. Alright.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Alright. Go into the cabin, then.
A warning before you go any further.
You already told us.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
I think you already said
Don't
that.
believe a word she says.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Yes, you can. I think.
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice.
You're repeating yourself, though.
The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Why are we trusting you?
Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
Also, I think we're a bit more translucent than Crystal, but alright.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Interesting.
See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's
It's not-
get moving.
It's not much of an idea.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
There's this plank of wood, I think. Why is there just two lone planks of wood on the ground?
There's definitely a mirror.
Oh, also, yeah, the mirror.
There isn't. You
I
already
see
wasted
a mirror.
so much time in the woods. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
I will spend more time on the mirror out of spite. I care about what I'm being lied to.
As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
It will allow me to see the condition of the temple that is my body.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
I shall gaze into my reflection, see how toned my rock-hard abs are.
This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. I was there a second ago. And now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
You're dull. This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You
I
haven't
will
died,
not.
and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
We'll see.
So focus up. The world is depending on you.
Let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Oh,
Her fierce
I was
voice
moving to the
carries
tune
up
of the music.
stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
That's different.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
You have odd tastes.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Okay.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Potentially.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
Interesting.
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
That's not ideal. Hold on. Let's see. Look at all of the stuff that we can do, like all the stuff we can say. Different. So you do remember me? I'm actually here to free you. I'm not. Is that here to? But I think the two of us have a few things to unpack here. I haven't decided what I'm doing. Slay the princess. Turn around and leave. Turn around and leave without saying anything. Alright. I hope you heard all that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different than last time, but last time definitely happened.
Okay, fine. Let's say for a moment I believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time.
That's not the point.
Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
But the point is that it happened. You look different.
You look exactly the same.
Okay. So you do remember me.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
No, hold on a second. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first. Like how we're both still alive.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done.
Well, that's a dull way of looking at it.
Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
That doesn't mean we should.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
You're an idiot. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet.
And why not? You decided what to do with me quickly enough last time. Are you scared I'm going to kill you again? Maybe you're worried I'll put you down for good this time.
That is a worrying possibility.
If you want to talk, I guess I can talk. But you should come a little closer first.
Hmm. Sure.
Blade held tight in your hand, you take a cautious step towards the princess.
Alright.
You stop a few feet short of her reach, her chains taut as she stares down at you. She's a lot bigger than I thought she was.
A bit.
Why do you sound so scared? We can take her.
Let's think about it
What
first.
do you want? Because every second we waste talking is a second we could spend killing each other instead.
But why are we killing each other? Why do you want us to kill each other?
Why wouldn't I want that? Why don't you want that? It felt good last time. It felt right.
I'm not sure I agree with that.
And it makes sense.
No. Can't we just... Excuse me. Can't we just, I don't know, spar a little? Maybe there's a compromise where we can get what we want. Nobody has to die and the world doesn't have to end.
Sparring? That's just play fighting. It isn't real.
Real is overrated.
What's real is when my flesh splits open. What's real is when you keep getting up until your legs can't hold you.
Yeah, real is overrated.
What's real are the things we do to each other when the only options left are winning and dying. That is the only thing I'm interested in.
We seem to be at an impasse. What happened after you died?
I woke up, didn't you?
I mean, I guess. You don't have any wounds.
You don't either.
You're different.
I know. You already told me.
I mean... The basement is different.
I like it. It's so cramped. Like the only way out of here is through each other.
You have a one-track mind. Or we could just walk single file out of here.
That's right, not everything has to be so violent.
That's pathetic. I would never do that, and I hate that you even suggested it.
Of course. Doesn't any of this bother you? Don't you care about what you are?
Ugh, I care, okay? I guess I just care differently than you. When I saw you come back down here, I thought you would understand. I thought that we would want the same thing.
I mean, I guess I can understand how you'd come to that conclusion, but like... I don't know. Don't you have no, like... You have no... What's the word I'm looking for? It's not curiosity. That's not the word I'm looking for. Something. I don't know.
But all you've done is ask me annoying little questions. It's like you don't even want to enjoy being alive.
I don't fight just to enjoy it.
I wish you could hear me right now. I want to enjoy being alive. I want to fight.
Slow down there. We have to figure out why we are here.
We don't. Because I know why we're here. We're here to kill each other.
That's just not satisfying.
We're here to kill each other. It sounds like she doesn't care if she dies here. Maybe we can use that to our advantage.
Maybe.
How boring. I'm not interested in watching you try and outwit her. I'm interested in overpowering her. We shouldn't need to use any dirty little tricks to win.
Whatever works. I don't mean why are we here existentially. I mean quite literally, why are you in this basement? Who sent me here to kill you? Why me? Why you? There are answers out there and we need to find them. You were put down here for a reason. I was sent to kill you for a reason. Don't you care what that reason is? We're here because some people want me to... We're here because you're supposed to be a threat to the world. I need to find out if that's true, and if that's true, I need to find out why. I like this one. Maybe. Yeah, I like this one.
And then what? I'm still going to want to coat these walls in our blood. I know what I am. I don't need answers.
We are... I feel like this is kind of the same as what I just said, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
I don't need to care, because I already know what I am. I've already found my purpose.
The princess flashes a sinister grin.
You.
That could be a lot more welcome in a different context.
Does she mean her purpose is killing us?
No, she means fighting us. She means both of us getting stronger through sheer pain and will, the fear of death no longer able to hold us back. Just start stabbing her already. I'm sick of all this anticipation. We're ready.
No, that's an interesting option. Don't you want to be free?
Free?
The princess glances down at her chains.
Oh, you mean these? They're just metal. They're nothing.
She steps forward, her bindings creaking under the pressure of her strength. And then they snap. It was only a matter of time, but she's loose.
That is unfortunate.
Dear Lord. What do we do? You took the blade. How about you use it?
Potentially.
Exactly. We do exactly what I've been telling you to do since the second we got here. We fight her, we kill her, we win.
What? Did you think you were safe standing right outside my grasp? The only reason I haven't drawn blood is because I want to make sure that your heart is in it. I don't like fighting someone with a weak spirit.
Good to know.
But go ahead. Keep trying my patience.
Well, a bit low on options now. Alright. Fine. If you want to fight, I'll give you a fight.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count.
Alright.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood.
but she's
Ow.
unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor.
Well,
She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you?
I mean, you wanted a fight, here's a fight.
That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me.
I guess not.
It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point?
I mean,
So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win.
I just gotta avoid it.
She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
I wouldn't say explicitly bleeding her out, but I definitely have to avoid getting punched.
Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
That, you're just gonna make me take more direct hits. Bait an opening and outmaneuver her. Hold on a second. Anyway. Yeah, doing this one.
You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last.
It doesn't look like I'm dodging very well.
This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her.
She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Yeah, that didn't go too well.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
Well,
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
that doesn't look good.
How disappointing.
Uh-oh.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull, and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3, The Eye of the Needle.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there.
Well,
Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it.
alright, I'm gonna load back a bit. This is, a different way of getting it, but I did get Eye of the Needle when I originally recorded this. Billy, and I'm back here. This is before I made her break her chains. I just want to see if this basically goes about the same way.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch
And then
off
there's
the
also
whetstone
two
floor
other
of the
choices I can
basement
make.
and catapult yourself headlong towards the Here we go. Oh, we'll make it count. As you bridge the gap, your blade
Yeah, so that's the
slashes
same.
across. She's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs, and drive. You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact.
Well,
She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me.
Yeah, no, this is all the same.
It's not fun if you hesitate.
The same.
You need to put everything
the
you
same.
have into seeing me dead. So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate.
Don't let her get in your head. She's
Yep.
huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Don't
Yep.
listen to them. She understands something that they don't.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna do the same thing again. Doesn't really matter. Her chain is loose. What if I just run?
But you don't get a chance to run for the stairs before the princess, loose from her chains, barrels into you and smashes your body to pieces against the wall.
Well, that's unfortunate.
You shouldn't have let her break out of her bindings. Why didn't you listen to me?
I mean, she kind of just did that on her own this time.
It doesn't matter, because everything goes dark and you die. Great job.
Well, you're you're a bit of a downer.
No. Come on. We can't be dead. We didn't even get a chance to fight her.
I mean, I tried.
Dead is dead, but maybe you'll have better luck next time.
Oh, this is the Fury now.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that...
All right. Change of plans. No more hesitation. No more dying. We're taking the fight straight to her.
If we had a chance
Okay.
against her, we already missed it, didn't we? She got stronger, and we stayed the same.
Okay. I kind of do want to know, like, different ways to get the voices, because Broken is not the voice I had last time. If I had any intention of playing this path again, I might see how it changes with Broken rather than Cold. Alright, one more time. We're just gonna strike at her head on.
If that's your plan, then that's your plan. You push off the ground, ignoring the pain in your ribs as you charge at the princess once more. You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard.
Alright.
Pull it out. We'll try a different angle.
No, we can do this. Just keep pushing.
I don't think that's how anything works.
We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
That's a good point. Hold on. Alright, let's keep pushing.
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes. You finally get it, don't you?
I guess I do. What are you talking about?
Are you really going to make me explain it? Look at how evenly matched we are. Nothing exists outside of us. It's just you and me, dying and coming back, clashing against each other. Forever.
That's not what's going on. There's an entire world at stake here.
I can't just go on forever.
Don't you all get it? The fate of the world doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this fight.
Sure.
And look at us. We're both so much stronger than we were last time. Think about how much more we can become. Nothing is better than this.
Well, being stronger is nice.
She's right. Imagine how much further we can push each other. Imagine how strong we can be.
I warned you on the stairs, and I'll warn you again. Don't get caught up in emotion. Remember why you're here.
I hate using words. They're so clumsy.
Your
Uh-oh.
balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact.
Uh-oh.
We're fine.
But you barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours.
Aren't there sharp bits on her forehead?
Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor.
I said we're fine.
Okay.
I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened.
Right.
You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it.
Hmm.
It really doesn't matter.
I'm not even really listening.
Princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
You forgot this.
That kind of sounds a bit insulting.
She tosses it at your feet.
Aren't you jumping the gun a little here? We each died once. That doesn't mean we're immortal.
How much more proof do you need? Would it help to watch me rise from the dead with your own 2 eyes? Fine. Go ahead. Stab me in the heart. See what happens.
The princess throws open her arms, exposing her chest. Is she really just going to let you slay her? Do it. Do it right now, before she changes her mind. Hold on.
Huh.
What if this is a trick? If she's leaving herself open like this, there's only one way we can strike at her. For all we know, she's 3 steps ahead of us.
3 steps ahead of us. Have you met her? This isn't a trick.
And how would you know that?
Because I wouldn't think to trick us, so why would she?
That's a great point, so please stop hesitating and end this now.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Never mind. How do I know you're not tricking me?
I'm not tricking you. I just don't want you to be afraid. It's boring if you're afraid. Neither of us can die in any way that matters. If you need proof, then take it.
Hold on a second. What happens if I say this? I'm not gonna take a cheap win like that.
The princess grins as her arms fall back to her sides.
Good. Enough talk. Let's fight.
Slay the princess?
You and the princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a single, terrible, lethal blow. Wait, does that mean we're dead? Or rather, about to be dead? As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and it's over. It's finally over.
Wait, so wouldn't this just be the same as last time, though?
No, it's not. We're just getting started.
Are we?
But it is over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than that.
Well, are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to listen to me? Get up.
Something about that sounded weird. Oh, I only get the one option.
Wait, no, that can't be right. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. Alive.
Well,
Ha! I told you. I told you this wasn't over.
What about her? The blade went right through her heart.
What about her? If we're fine, then she's fine.
okay.
No, she's dead. She has to be... No! Right. We're all shit out of luck, aren't we?
Kind of.
I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect.
I'm not sure I'd say that.
The princess rises from the ground, staggering slightly, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
Well then.
You know what to do. Again!
But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that?
Good question.
All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all.
I can believe that.
Oh, we just missed her heart? Oh,
I said I can believe that.
That's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over.
Hmm.
Well, I guess I had it wrong.
Sure.
Guess you had it wrong. Aren't you supposed to know everything? I
Hmm.
never said I knew everything.
He has a point. He never said that. I think he said never said that, at least. Close to untethering. What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. I shouldn't have said that.
Hmm.
But you did say it, so it means something.
Yeah.
Oh, stop bickering over nothing. Our destiny is right in front of us. Pick up the blade and go to her.
Hmm.
Okay, fine. That is what I meant by untethering. Do you hear him rambling on about destiny? He's lost the thread, and if you lose the thread, you won't be able to save the world.
I'm not sure he ever had the thread.
And what is that supposed to mean?
Hmm.
I don't have to answer that, and I'm not going to answer that.
So, same as always.
Why the bloody hell not? Because right now, there's still a razor-thin chance that you're able to get your act together. There are patterns of thought out there that beg to be finished, but once you finish them, that's it. They change everything. There's no going back, and if I say anything else, you're going to finish one of those thoughts.
Hmm.
What?
Yeah, that kind of loses me. Oh. Can't die, princess can't die, princess can't die, the princess can't die, princess can't die, princess can't die. You mean like the princess can't die? Don't you? Well, it's too late for that. I think we've all thought that one. Princess can't die, princess can't die, princess. I'm not gonna say the princess can't die. I'm not even gonna think it. The princess can't die. The princess can die. Princess can't die, the princess can't die, princess can't die. What if I just ignored that? Lie. The princess can die.
But you did think it, didn't you? I tried, you know. I tried very hard to make this work.
Okay.
I don't like that resignation. Are you sure we can't just unthink it?
Maybe.
Yes. Like I said, I'm afraid some thoughts can't be unthought. I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to pour myself a stiff drink. If I'm going to see the end of everything, I'd rather not be sober.
So I was right. Why are all of you so glum? This is perfect, isn't it? We get to experience greatness and battle and triumph forever.
Alright, well, if you're so excited about it, you take the controls.
But I think it was the stubborn one who said, your destiny awaits, right? No, hold on. There has to be another way. What if we just leave her down here? What if we run away? What if we convince her not to end the world?
Good idea.
You can't reason with her. Ending the world is her fundamental nature. It's not a decision she can flip on and off. It is her.
Interesting.
And what exactly can't we leave her down here?
Well, she'll just follow us.
Because all it would do is stall the inevitable. And what's wrong with stalling?
Good question.
Oh, there's plenty wrong with stalling. The end is still the end, and I'd rather face mine head on.
You know what? That's fair.
Oh, you mopey ass. Why did you even ask us to slay her if it was going to end like this? Because it didn't have to end like this. If you don't mind, I'd rather not spend everyone's last moments arguing with you.
Alright.
It's time. Yes, I suppose it is.
Alright, you take the controls.
If we fight her forever, then maybe she can't end the world. Maybe everything can still work out.
I don't want to do that forever.
Guess we'll just have to see how things play out.
Hmm.
Don't you get it? You don't have to shuffle your feet. What comes next is going to last forever.
Join your adversary. Why are there leaves? Were there always leaves before? Were these leaves always there?
With an unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look.
Oh, was that? Oh, those were feathers, not leaves.
Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing. You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage.
And then we get up.
Alright.
Yes. And then you get up.
That was a good one. More.
Alright.
You and the princess exchange dozens of devastating blows.
Some of those
Sometimes you
are
manage
not
to strike
pleasant.
first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment. And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. We're all still here. This is all gonna be okay. Isn't it?
No.
Isn't it?
No. But it doesn't answer the voice. He's gone.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place?
Did we do this?
Something like that, maybe.
Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right.
It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
The princess stumbles. Her body slumps.
I feel so... tired.
Are you okay? You do not have an opportunity to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something in her stead.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her.
Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
It's like it's mocking us.
The narrator's
It
gone.
is. Does that mean the world ended?
The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Approach
I
the
beg
mirror.
you, don't do this.
The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
You approach the mirror. Silencers reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. Yeah, okay. Let's see what the vessel's description is.
Something finds me.
With the fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves. This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a bold heart. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
Alright, well, let's back it up a bit. Came back to here. This is just after they both died the first time.
I never said I knew everything.
Yeah, I can either... Hold on. Alright, so I'm just not even gonna ask about this. I'm just gonna go right for it. Right, let's get right to it.
With an unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look.
Oh, so is this gonna happen
Free from
anyway?
hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, right, both collapse to the ground. And then... Yes. And then you get up.
That was a good one.
Yeah, I think it's,
You and the princess exchange dozens of devastating... And then you get up. We're all still, isn't it?
What are you waiting for? I'm right here.
Yeah, so...
What is this place?
Yeah. Okay, so that just ends. That's massive. I just wanted to see that. There is more I can do here, but I've been this is already going on a bit long. Let me just see here. If I unlodge the blade, that's probably just gonna bring it to the eye of the needle again.
You pull back on the blade's hilt, doing your best to free it from its sinewed prison. But as you tug the blade free, the princess slams you down onto her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact. And you find yourself in midair. You hit the floor, your ribs complaining painfully. But you can feel the hilt in your grip. You still have your weapon. You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and
This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her.
She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Alright,
Did
so
you
that's
think
gonna
you
be...
could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me.
The princess's arm shoots
so
forward,
that's happening again.
her palm wrapping around.
How disappointing.
She squeezes. The pressure everything goes dark.
So this should be...
You're on a... If you weren't... Fear is good.
Yeah.
Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it.
Don't mind me. I'm just giving myself more work to do.
No blade this time. Right then, fisticuffs it is. Probably more fair to her anyway. Wouldn't want to feel like we cheated our way to a win.
As long as you can still get the job done. And don't forget that the blade is waiting for you upstairs if you happen to change your mind.
Alright then. I should also say,
the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger?
This isn't what she sounded. Good. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you... As you descend the final... Looks like she could rip those chains out of the...
Oh, it's you again. But no little knife this time. Ugh. I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
I should have let that play out. So, this is all. Eh, it's all basically the same. Don't worry, I'm always up for a good fight. In fact, the only reason I came down here without a weapon is because having a knife felt unfair.
Then why are you just standing there? Fight me.
Alright, sure. Let's have her unarmed. Alright, fine, let's do this. Hold on a second. Alright. Alright, fine, let's do this.
I guess we'll have to see how this goes.
Alright,
Your hands empty, you charge the princess.
let's do
With
this.
your pessimism, will you?
Right? It's almost like you don't want us to beat her.
Hmm.
No, look, I'm rooting for you, I really am. I'm just doing my best to keep my expectations grounded. You don't have a weapon. You're supposed to have a weapon.
No, you're putting doubt in my mind. If I lose, it's your fault.
We'll be fine. Just watch.
You attack, fists raised, and the two of you fall into combat. Your clawed fingers tear into her flesh, and her fists and elbows return the blows in kind, bruises blossoming in her wake, and blood vessels rupturing in vivid sprays of gore.
Yeah, my claws are pretty sharp then.
Not bad. You're tougher than I thought you'd be.
Hear that? She respects us. We can pull this off.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, let's go.
But without that knife, you'll never be enough.
Now,
Her knee connects with your sternum with a loud, violent crack. The wind leaves your lungs, and as you struggle for breath, you can feel something flooding in to fill the space. Hot blood, suffocating you from the inside.
well,
You have to want to kill me. Like this.
You don't so much as see her movement before she deals the killing blow. Everything goes dark, and you die.
what was the shot?
Are you serious? That's it?
I guess so.
That's it.
Like hell it is. We're not giving up that easy. Now get up.
Didn't you hear me? You're dead. There's no getting up from that.
But the Earth refused to die. Wait. But just whenever I get the option to just die, it just breaks me. Whenever I get the option to just die, it kind of just breaks me. Hold on. Um, I don't even know if I need any of these anymore. Sure, why not? Die.
It's over.
See the fury.
You're on a path in the
Alright, change of plans. We're taking the blade this time, and we're not hiding upstairs.
Who cares about the blade? If we had a chance against her, we already missed it, didn't we? She got stronger, and we stayed the same.
Hold on a second. We're going back. And we're back.
Wait, no, that's not right. You're...
Not dead anymore.
Yes. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. You're... alive. The princess takes a step back and looks down at her pulp-covered fists.
I could have sworn I killed you. That's your face splattered on the walls and dripping from my hands.
I'm gonna admit, this is kind of unsettling. Honestly, this whole chapter is a bit, well, not the whole chapter, but the whole just getting up when you're supposed to be dead is unsettling. But this is kind of funny. Hold on. I'm sitting wrong. Ah, my back. Well, if I die, I'm not coming back. I'm not even sitting up. I can lay down. I have a I have a very terrible setup, actually. I don't have a desk. Uh, wait, no. Hold on. Wait, no. My face? You're joking, right? You're exaggerating. I still have my face, right? Hold on a second. Run, attack the princess. Hold on a second. uh, wait. All right. Um, let's see. Yeah, just say this one. Touch your face.
You don't. I don't even know how you're talking to me.
Huh.
You raise your hands and touch the front of your head. She's not wrong.
What? What did she do? What are we missing?
The
Who
beak.
cares if we're missing our face? We can fight just fine without one.
I mean, we're talking without one, so I guess he's got a point. Let's see. Can I go get my pristine blade now?
The princess breaks into a wide grin.
No.
Well,
She steps forward, her bindings creaking under the pressure of her strength. And then they snap. It was only a matter of time. She's loose. And then she slams into you, and you're once again forced to engage her in unarmed combat.
alright.
It's not as one-sided as I feared, but it's still a far cry from what I'd hoped. Her injuries, though numerous, pale in comparison to yours, and the wounds you've inflicted upon her barely seem to have slowed her down. As much as you're trying to ignore it, adrenaline pushing you far past your limits, every movement burns.
Well,
This is getting boring. Are you even trying to keep up with me?
yes, maybe.
She lands another devastating, no, lethal blow. Everything goes dark. Again. And you die. Again.
You know what I'm going to say.
That we're not dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, that we're not dead. Come on, get up. If we can just keep going, we're bound to wear her down eventually.
I mean, fair, I guess, but is that really just one win? Or is that one win and 10
Are you
losses?
sure she can't do what we're doing right now?
Good question.
There's only one way to find out.
Alright. I can choose to just die again. That's probably just gonna get me the same thing, so I'm just gonna say... Hold on a second. Alright. Alright, now let's just see. Get
What's
up.
more, you push yourself back to your mangled feet.
How are you still moving? How are you still doing anything?
Your determination?
Bodies aren't supposed to look like that.
Well, mine does.
Uncharacteristic terror seems to grip her voice. Have we ever seen her afraid before? No, we haven't.
This is how we win. We can do this forever.
Can we, though?
I'm going to put you out of your misery. I don't like looking at you like this. You're all twitching and wrong.
Well, I mean, you wanted this. Sort of. Not really. But I did ask if I could go get the knife again.
I'd like to see her try. We're invincible.
This is very much not invincibility.
Her fist flies towards where your face used to be, your twisted body incapable of moving out of the way. And then you see nothing. Everything goes dark and we die?
Yeah.
Yes, something like that.
He's not as enthusiastic as
Well,
before.
don't you have something to say?
Yeah, I quit.
I didn't hear no bell.
You're on a
I
path
didn't
of
hear no
ignorance,
bell.
and at the end of that path... Alright, change of plans. We're taking the blade this time.
Now, why would we ever do
Oh
that?
no! Now we have the Contrarian. But this is as far as I want to go with this. I don't like this route. I just wanted to see. I just wanted to do it.
Have enough of it.
Wait. Hello? Okay. I was picking up my voice for a couple seconds. Let's try and see. Let's do this just because.
I'm sorry, did I hear that right? Did you just say you're going to try and free her?
She doesn't even want to be free.
So.
Exactly. So, beyond the apocalyptic moral implications of letting her out, how do we even think that's going to work? I mean, we have a weapon, right? We could always just cut her out, yeah?
Probably not going to work out too well. Especially since we haven't said anything about freeing her, so she's just gonna think we're coming in for a fight.
While she's trying to kill you. Yeah, why not?
I don't... Okay.
And then what? Do you think she'll just follow you out of here?
Potentially.
Maybe. I don't know. It's worth a shot, isn't it? No, it's not.
I'm doing it anyway. We're doing it. Free the princess.
Actually, no, you're not. I have a responsibility to the world here, and I'm not just going to let you throw yourself into a scenario where the literal best outcome is the end of everything.
Hold on a second. Alright. Okay, there we go.
Until you come up with any other idea, your body remains standing rigidly in place.
This might backfire.
What do you think you're doing? You can't just order our body around like it's some sort of doll.
Watch me. Your left arm lifts towards the ceiling and your hand twists into an obscene gesture. See? I can make you do whatever I want.
Real mature.
So what? You barely managed to lift our arm.
What are you doing? What is that? Why are you moving so weird?
I'm going through it.
The princess, taken aback, flashes her own rude gesture in return.
Hey, you, decision maker. I want us to fight her as much as he wants us to kill her, but this is boorish. Just ignore him. If you want to try and free her, I don't think there's much he can do to actually stop you.
Probably not. Free the princess.
You know what? Fine. Blade in hand, you charge forward to try and free the princess from her bindings.
Finally! I have no idea what you were just doing, but I'm glad it's over.
As you slash across her wrist, her elbow comes crashing down on your skull. An unsettling crack echoes in your ears.
Oh, that was less than ideal.
It's a devastating blow. Your body crumples to the floor, limbs suddenly refusing to respond. This might be it.
Possibly.
That's it, huh? You've gotten really soft.
Maybe.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Really? In just one blow?
Yeah, that's kind of disappointing.
Yes.
Oh, come on, that's hardly fair. We're not dead. You're just flipping the table over.
It is what it is. You're dead. Finished. Over.
He's kind of flipping the table.
All right, fine. This whole thing's a frustrating mess anyways. We're better off with a fresh start. I'll see you two next time.
Chapter 3, The Eye of the Needle.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damn focused on freeing her, we wouldn't have died back there. You're strong, but you're bullheaded. This isn't a fight, it's a puzzle. She's stronger than us, but we can use that to our advantage. I hate puzzles.
We got a different voice this one.
I've never done a puzzle myself, but anything that doesn't get us beaten to death is good in my book. What do you have in mind?
Same thing as last time, only we'll be smarter about it. We're getting her out of there. After that, we're seeing what happens.
Yeah, so this basically would just be the same thing we did with the Haunted, except without fighting, which I also ended up getting anyway with the Haunted, so yeah. I'm not sure exactly if no, I'm probably gonna show that first. I don't know. This went on long, and it's a little bit late. I should be stopping.